What's going on, Lego friends? I'm your boy Mel. That's Corey. Welcome to another edition of BTB on the Brickruption. Friend, how you been?
Listen, man, this weekend I joined a very exclusive club, an exclusive club. So, how can I say this? I tip my hat to my 30s and I joined the 40s club officially this past Saturday.
All right. Woo.
40 strong, 40 strong.
All right.
Um, I,
Congratulations.
thank you. I didn't ask for the invitation. I was just told that you're gonna have to get this invitation, and you're gonna have these bad knees, and your lower back is gonna be hurting, and you're gonna be crawling out of bed. And I said, man, can I go back to my 30s real quick? They're like, nah, you gotta stay right here. You gotta get. Excuse me, but you know what? I said when I went to college, everybody was gaining that 15 pounds going to college. I said I wasn't gonna do that. When I tied the knot, everybody said you're gonna gain 15 pounds. I didn't do that. So my goal for my 40s is not to be the stereotypical 40-year-old. That makes sense.
So I remember young kid when I turned 40. It was October 25th, right? When that specific year I turned 40. And I thought I was gonna get up and jump out of bed and be like, yeah, I'm 40. My neck, my back, my knees, everything ached. And I slithered my 40-year-old self out of bed. So now, 5 years down the road, I'm 45, and now I'm looking at 5 years to 50. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like the old Logan.
Hey, listen, man. Old Logan he pumped himself with something, man. And he had that juice, so you have to get on that juice, man.
Hit me right here.
Oh man.
All right. Next up, let's see. Lego has made an announcement. They're doing it again with the Nintendo, but this time they're doing it with a Game Boy. Now, speculations are speculations. I've been looking everywhere, and everybody's speculating that they're going to make the console, right? And maybe so. And I've been looking, but I really haven't seen too much on that they're going to make the exact console. Maybe it's the games. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Didn't you make a Game Boy? So I'm going to take you back. Before you even start, I'm going to take you back. I'm Jack Nicholson. You're Adam Sandler. You just made me a fresh pair of eggs, and I told you over easy, but you made them scramble anyway. I take the eggs, and I bam, right up against the wall.
Yeah.
I said over easy. Now, how does that make you feel?
Listen, I feel like my hard effort was not appreciated and went to waste. That's what I feel. Lego done did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Lego done did it again, and I learned this lesson the hard way with Lego. I love Lego, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
We love Lego. Yep.
I learned the hard way when I said, you know what, I'm going to build me a camera. I'm going to put in Lego ideas.
I remember that.
Lego said, oh, that's what you want to do? Yeah, no problem. We're just gonna make a camera. We're just gonna make the camera.
They made it a 3-in-1, son.
You don't need the option of building the camera. You can build something else out of it.
They made it a 3-in-1.
It's all good. So Lego, Lego owns. So everything you see here, Lego owns that. This is Lego. I can't go and say, I can't walk into a corporation and be like, hey, I got this idea. I think we should make this into a set. Yeah, that's good. Is that Lego? If I say, yeah, okay. We can't do that because we're not Lego. Lego owns this. Even though it came from my hands, my mind, my design, Lego owns it. So So Lego, if you're watching, when you come out with your Game Boy, number one, make sure it's about this size. Make sure you have the little ridges, on the sides. Make sure you have these holes here in the back. Make sure your cartridge, right? Make sure your cartridge comes out and you gotta when you put it in, you hear that click, got that click. You know what I mean? Lego, I'm just saying, make sure you put some batteries in there because you need those batteries to work. And Lego, one more thing, you see that sticker there?
Mm-hmm.
Real Game Boy heads know the sticker and they know that hotline. You don't have any of those things, Lego, on your Game Boy, and of course you got to have a classic Tetris as your game.
Nice touch.
So I'm just saying, Lego, if you don't have any of that stuff on your Game Boy, I'm just saying.
You sound a little salty. You sound a lot of salty. So you say you always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Like I feel I feel like great minds do think alike, friend, and maybe some of your ideas has already been thought of. So you need to reach back in that tank again, Mr. Lego Master Champion.
Here's the thing. I have no problem reaching in the tank. Listen, I have something over here that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
I know for a fact Lego ain't got the gall to do this. I'm working on something, and if I work on it and if it comes out right, you know what? Lego might be able to see what I'm working on.
Okay.
They're gonna ask me bring it to their Lego house.
Okay.
Display. That's
so now you're splitting the atom a little bit. If your creation goes to the Lego house, it'll never really go to Lego Ideas because that's a whole different line, right? so you head in the opposite direction just a little bit.
I'm going opposite direction. I put something in Lego Ideas about 3 times.
Yeah, I want to see you. You got some good ideas. I want to see you be the next Jake Sadovich, right? I want to see you have that ship in a bottle, bro. I want to see you come back, after the ship in bottle with the second piece, right? And then with the third and the fourth, right? Like Jake Sadovich, right? I want to see you do that. So don't be discouraged, right? Just if you got that ambition, you got that fire in the basement, man. Definitely, put that thing on Ideas, bro. He's salty.
Well, hold on. Let me make sure I turn this on.
That's a nice touch, man. I definitely like the click. The cartridge.
Lego, listen. I'm gonna take my brother's advice, man. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna find something. There's got to be an idea that I got in my mind that I'm gonna put to Lego form, and I'm gonna put it up there. And Lego's gonna be like, you know what? That's the next one. That's the one we gotta go. We gotta do.
So Nick Lever or Levar. Well, no, it's Lever. It's Lever. Lever. Video editor and Lego Masters Australia finalist, has recreated the original Game Boy in bricks with just such drool-worthy depth. I hereby petition Lego to make an official set, and boom, they did. So I don't know. I don't know that like this was inspired by the Lego master himself. Maybe they had designers who was already I mean, if you got a team that is already and if you got the go ahead from Nintendo, you're gonna do all of Nintendo's backlog, right, or their library, right, which is the Game Boy, all that stuff.
So now you're striking a nerve on me. A whole catalog of different consoles.
I'm just saying.
And you know me. I don't cut corners. I make sure that things is accurate. When I see people, they're coming from afar, and they're looking like, oh, they got video games at this convention. Oh, I can't wait to put. Wait a minute, that's Lego. Then so, you know what, Lego, go ahead and design. I can't wait to see the design of this Game Boy, and I promise you, if it is in brick form, if it is a brick built Game Boy. Listen, I'm going to the Lego store. I'm going to my local Lego store, and I'm gonna just put this next to the display.
So correction, it's the Nintendo 64. Dreamcast was made by Sega. My bad, but I mean, it's only so if you're gonna make a Game Boy out of Lego, there's only so many pieces you can make to make it accurate, and so it's going to be right, smitten, on point, close.
Mm-hmm.
So day one that this thing come out, Corey, you need to be down at your local Lego store in line with your in hand, bro, like in hand. That's what I would do. I'd be in hand, like, you know, hey, what's up? I'd be live in hand.
I want this. I want the set. People like, oh, that's not what the set looked like. Oh, okay. Is it
show me? Like, show me. I'm intrigued. Show me
what it looks like. They'd be like, yeah, sir. And if I need to get a little bit more, you know, if I need a little bit more prestige, I'm gonna carry my little black case.
Bro, I would show up with that Lego Masters trophy,
bruh,
in one hand and that Game Boy in the other. I guarantee you gonna get everybody's attention, bro. you gonna get every with that trophy and it closed. You gonna get everybody's attention in that store, and I would have my Game Boy in my hand and be like, hey,
what we doing?
Let me talk to the manager.
Like, matter of fact, don't nobody buy this set until they do it right. All right. And if you need my name, if you need my credentials, here you go. There it is. All right. So let's get on to the next topic, man.
All right.
You know me, I'm a family man. I have a brand, you know, family brand. But we're gonna touch on something that I feel like we need to address, and that is sex appeal in the Lego community.
Okay.
Now, we all have our vices, right? And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about in general. You know,
I thought you was getting ready to point me out.
I ain't judging. But you know, we have, you know, on this social media world that we living in, you know, we gravitate to certain people and we like certain things that those people are putting up, right? So, you know, we have people who just like to see their faces. You know, they'll come on, they'll click the likes, they'll comment just because they're seeing that person's face. There are other people that I don't too care about this face. I care about what's going on right here.
Right.
And there's other people who's like, I don't care about the face. I don't care about all this. I just want to see the Lego that you're talking about because I want to buy it.
Right.
And just so happened that we have all three of those people in the Lego community.
Okay.
So we have people who are using Lego, at least in my opinion, some people are using Lego that, you know, you don't never see them building Lego. You don't see them putting pieces together. They're definitely showing the Lego. And they're definitely positioning the Lego to a certain area.
Okay.
You know that a certain demographic is going to be looking at.
Right.
So I took marketing in college, and marketing is all about your presentation. Where are you presenting your product? How are you presenting your product? You know, you could put it in a blank room and the product will be right in your face. You can put it in a crowded room where your product stand out. These are different things. But if you are selling to a certain demographic, like 18 to 35 male, get a female to sell that product.
Okay.
That female would have to have that hourglass shape.
Okay.
Because you could look at that and be like, what was the product again that she was selling?
Mm-hmm.
And you go back and like, oh, I want to subscribe to this because if this means I'm going to see her all the time, yeah, I'm going to subscribe to that.
Okay.
Never buy a Lego set. So what do you think, my man? Like, is sex appeal becoming the new vice in the Lego community?
I think it always been around, and it just made its way into our little community, right?
Mhm.
Like the movie National Lampoon's Christmas, right? Christmas Vacation.
Right.
You have old Clark, at the probably local, Bloomingdale's or whatever the store was back in those days, and he's trying to buy women's, negligee, right? And he wasn't interested in the negligee. He was interested in the person that was selling the negligee, right? And
Mhm.
so, and he even came to a point where, like, he was so hard that all of a sudden his wife has now became, deceased, and he's a widow, and he's buying, lingerie for a deceased person at this point, right? If you follow the story, right?
Right.
And and then it came to a point where, and this is the message for AFOS, came to a point where he was so engulfed in this woman and her sex appeal and what she was selling, that then he looks over to the left and sees his young son. Yeah, adults, don't forget, like this Lego stuff, kids are watching this stuff, right? And so and Corey, we're about to start a war, but you know what? I got my ammunition in hand, friend. Um, be wary of the sex appeal that you carry to yourself, because kids are watching these. Because you know why? It's because of this, the
Yeah.
Lego, right? The Lego. And so, um, is it enticing? Do your numbers go up? Yeah, absolutely. Because there's people that want to see some skin.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep it G rated, but there's some people out here that want to see some skin, and the numbers go up. And they and here's the thing: the content creators that are doing this know it, and so they do it purposely, right?
Right.
And so the content creators knowingly, like you just said, it's that marketing tool. I show you a little bit of skin, and I can get you to my channel to watch what I'm trying to get. It's the fishing hook, right? But
Yeah.
at the same time frame, I'm at conventions and I'm signing autographs, and I'm giving this to families and kids, and then they go back to my channel. They go back to my channel to only see, skin, you know, like at that point, and I don't want, like I said, get ready to start a war. But if I was Lego and I was just reviewing your channel, yeah, your channel's hype, like you got all these viewers, you got good viewership and stuff like that. But you keep showing your midriff, you keep showing some skin, you keep doing this and that. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about the Lego, right? It ain't about, it's not supposed to be about the presenter, right? Because you represent this magical thing that we all love, right?
Right.
And so I shouldn't have to zip anything down to get your attention,
Mm.
as controversial as that is.
So, we all about transparency, in the in PTB, right? So there was a time, at least for me, when I first started getting on social media, and I
Mhm.
started doing like little lives. I used to wear the muscle shirts, right? I used to wear the t-shirts, showing off the pecs, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And for a time, I used to just have it. I used to have the camera like from my head down to my neck, and then I started just showing like the torso and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I realized I saw a lot of people in my inbox, but a lot of those people were not men, they were women.
Mhm.
And I started to notice, okay, I had a lot of people tuning in,
Yeah.
and it was a healthy mix of men and women and stuff like that. But I knew what I was talking about was engaging the men, but I knew how I looked was engaging the women.
Right.
And I made a decision that I can either continue on this route and see where things go and see how I can progress in this, Instagram and social media, or I can say, hey, you know what? Let me scale it back. I could wear a polo shirt. I could wear a dress shirt. Yeah, my polo shirts are still form fitting, but at least it's a polo shirt. It's not like I'm deliberately trying to showcase and show off that stuff. But that's my own personal preference, right? So if someone else wants to do that and they want to say, hey, you know what? I want to show cleavage. I want to show midriff. I want to wear a tank top so that people can see, how I be living. I want to no shirt and just take a whole bunch of, shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's to each his own. But you said
that's true. But what I'm saying is that if you're a part of land,
that's where I was getting at.
If you're a part of land and you're representing land and this toy here, like if you're getting benefits from the land, I don't think like. And here's the thing: it's like, every male, and I'll speak the truth. Every male loves some eye candy. They do. Whether if I'm 85, 90 years old, or whether if I'm a 12-year-old boy. Right. I know what a pretty woman look like. I know what's pretty to me, right? I don't want to say that now because now the world's changed. And so I know what's pretty to me. And so every male knows what's pretty to them. Mm-hmm. And if I was able to see that, if that's shown to me, I'm not looking at this anymore. I'm looking at what's pretty, right? Like, and so I just don't. If this is supposed to be a family time thing, right? And we're supposed to be about, there's adults that like Lego, but there's a lot of kids, Corey. There's a lot of kids that love Lego. And here's the thing is that, if you have a smiling face, and here's the thing, we joked about it when we were on the Lego show. We joked about it, and I said that, hey, Boone looks like the next host of Blue's Clues.
He does.
There's no sex appeal in that at all, right?
Front hair, yo.
Right. And I said there's no sex appeal in that at all. If Nickelodeon wanted to hire Boone as the next host of Blue's Clues, they would win because he's that dude.
Yeah. He has that personality. He has, has the look.
Right.
Absolutely.
And there's some pretty faces in the land who are land ambassadors, right? Social media, right? And they have that pretty face,
right?
And they have that pretty face, and then you see that face, and that's it. But and I know. All right, yeah, I'm looking at this to see this pretty person, right?
Right.
Not so much the Lego, but then you have those that push the envelope just a little bit further by doing other things,
right?
And it's seen, and it's like, well, why are we looking at your anatomy when this is the mission right here? The Lego's the mission, right? So why are we looking at that? I seen stuff like that, and and I have a voice. I could probably call somebody out on it and stuff like that, right. But I'm not doing that because they see it, we see it, we all see it, right? And I just don't think. As a 45-year-old troll, I don't think it's fair.
But brother, remember Lego, on that Lego box, it says 2 words: adults welcome. Mm-hmm. And that was the campaign that they were pushing for the last 5-6 years now. Mm-hmm. That Lego is a kid's toy. Mm-hmm. Adults are welcome. Mm-hmm. Adults are not into the kid-friendly faces. They're not to the Boones of the world. They're not the Maticus Bricks of the world, right? Those guys who look like you're wholesome and you know.
Even Eminar looks like he's like 16 and the dude's in his 20s.
Yeah.
And that's his marketing tool. Like he looks young and he can relate to the younger community, right? So he's got that following, which is awesome, right? And so you capitalize on that. I would never see him. I can tell you, I could bet $1,000 you'll never see him topless. You won't see that. You won't see it because that's not in him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing about it is it's shameful to say, like, there's a few that are pushing that envelope.
But again, adults welcome. There's a market of people who love to play with Lego and they want to see some skin. So At the end of the day, it's all about numbers. And if the numbers are shown, that's the direction we're going.
That's true. We'll put some skin in the game then.
So next, shirtless on here. We're just gonna be shirtless on here. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, you can reach out to Christian for that. Oh man. So looking at a woman is allowing her husband to go into the Lego store and everything he touched, she gonna go buy. So now he's picking up the he's picking up the Avengers Tower, son. He done picked up the Daily Bugle, son. So you can add that up, so you can figure it out. he done that. She said, "What? Hold on. That's $1,000, son." That's a big bag.
Nothing. Pocket change.
He got the cloth bag, bro. He ain't even got the paper bag. He got the cloth, the one with 4 straps.
That's that Doug Bricks. He got the
That's that Doug Brick style.
He got that Doug Bricks bag.
Look at my man. And he look, yo, man. Let me tell you something. Wait a minute, hold on. He walking down there with all that. Wait a minute, let me tell you something. Let me stop this video. Let me tell you something, Corey. This dude is a regular dude. This dude is me and you, bro. This dude ain't got no muscles. He ain't 6'7". He ain't no NFL quarterback. He don't pump no weights. The dude got glasses on, bald head. With a dream wife. And they just spent about $1,000 in the Lego store, which is easy to do. I mean, let me tell you, don't get me wrong. This is easy to do, but he picked 2 heavy sets. It was the Avengers Towers and the Daily Bugle, and there was some other stuff in there.
Pocket changer.
And she was playing the game. Whatever my husband touched, I'm buying. Bro, where they do that at?
Do those people actually exist?
Where they do that at?
Listen,
I need to find out.
This has been in social media for some time, right? I've seen a lot of couples do reels where they say they have like a choice and hold it up in front of their spouse or their partners. Like one choice will say, "I'll give you $500." The other one says, like, "I'll take you to dinner." And then they choose, and whatever they choose, they got to do. You know, so that's a huge trend. But this is next level. Go into the Lego store and everything you touch, your wife pulls out the card, probably a black card.
No, bro, she had no card. It was cash, straight cash, homie.
Okay,
straight cash.
Cash.
She had them stacks, bro. It was straight cash.
Listen, I know them dudes and them girls at the Lego store. I know they were doing this. What they do? They were circling that joint. Here's my name. Tell us what you thought. Man, oh man. I think that's pretty cool. You know, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we have, you know, on the flip side, you got men who's like, yo, buy my wife a brand new car, you know, for anniversary. You know, I took her, I took her to Aruba, I took her to Dubai, you know, like, you know, it's been done, but you know, to do it at a Lego store, for us, we would appreciate that. Other people be looking at it like, yo, that's kind of like whack. For us, that's like finding water in the desert, man.
Right. True.
You don't get that too often.
No, you don't. You don't. Here's what I said. I had asked you before was that, like, was everybody opening off to Lego, right? And now you have these social media moguls, right? Who are opening off to Lego. and what's happening is that they are using this popularity toy to boost their social media. She put that on the social media. She's a social media mogul, and it's one of the things she did to boost her ratings. So you like you said, you were right. There's a lot of folks that are out here doing challenges, and it's like a lot of Lego stuff, right? They do it to like some rap music and stuff like that. Yours truly did that to the DMX's song, what they want, and so you're gonna see a lot of social media with Lego because it's the toy to have, and it's about time that Lego came to the forefront.
Right.
So you know whose money was that? Was might have been his, might have been. Was it hers? I'm leaning towards hers because she pulled out the stack of ones.
Wherever you got that stack of ones from, that's your business. That's your business. All right. Listen,
They were $100 bills, bro.
the champagne room is open. The champagne room is open. Listen, however you get your money, you do it. But you know something, you do give a good point. And I think Lego, because of the recent times Lego has been in the news about people, stealing Lego sets and breaking into spots and all that stuff. All that stuff is coming up. So I think that now, like, people are starting to see Lego, and then the recent movie with Pharrell put Lego with a different life for a lot of people. I think that now that Lego is becoming more part of pop culture and not just a nostalgia for adults who used to play with it as kids, is now becoming like a thing for a lot of people. We have basketball stars who love to play with Lego, and he's coming to the conventions and hanging out with the peoples and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think this is a good look. This might be something good for Lego. Will Lego pick up on it? I doubt it. But a lot of the people who are in the community, the influencers, they're gonna definitely try to recreate that reel. And I think we can see good things come from this, man. Whoever that dude is, I hope you built them sets. And I hope
he did. He did, man. Because you could tell by his look, man. He was in so much awe, like it was like a kid in Christmas, man. But his was crazy. His was crazy. Now I'm about to get inappropriate for a minute.
Oh boy.
But his was crazy. His wife was hot. Like, she was a hot woman. She was smoking hot, bro. She was hot. And that's as most as inappropriate I'm gonna get.
Okay.
But it was, never mind the wife. He was looking in that bag, bro, and he was like, "Oh man, this is the greatest day of my life." He was looking in that bag, and I can appreciate that. Like, he was looking inside that bag, like, this is the greatest day of my life. And he, you really, if I had never paid attention to you, I'm really not gonna pay attention to you now, because, like,
Do you think that she done messed up?
I got two major big sets. I got two, not one. Two. So
she done messed up. Done put him on a dangerous path.
That's it, man.
That's it. Your whole house becomes Lego.
Right. And it's funny, man, because, like, I think, and I'll finish with this, is that Lego has heard the call, right? I think one of the things that they wanted to do was they was trying to bridge the gap between the Black community and Lego, because for whatever reason, it just never connected. Now I'm saying, right here and right now, that Lego has done everything that they could to connect that bridge, and it has happened.
Right.
The Pharrell movie, the Build Your Story thing, I think they've done everything that they can to bridge that gap. And now you see that the social media, we love social media, and you see our people on social media doing Lego things that you ain't never seen before. Because before it was always about sports, right? Basketball, football, track, whatever, whatever thing, rap music, hip hop, stuff like that, right? And now it's just so good to see elaborate Black people doing Lego things, right? And I'll hit. This is what hit home with me when Lego invited me to do the Build Your Own Story, and I was in Atlanta, and I met Farnsworth Breathley, which I was starstruck because that was my guy, man. I really dig that guy from that reality show, bro. From that one reality show, right?
Yeah.
And so I talked to him. I got a chance to talk to him, and he said, "You know what, man?" He said, I like to take my family out, on a vacation away from everything. He said, we put these down. He said, right before the vacation, I go shopping. I'll go get some Lego sets. And we go to the vacation, whether it's up in the woods, on the beach somewhere, whatever. And we put them things down and we sit down at the table and we put Lego together.
That's right.
That right there hit me here.
Yeah.
And, and at that point, I knew that Lego, whatever they saw out to do, Lego, you did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Now, here's the thing. Don't let up.
Absolutely not. Don't let up. Keep with the throttle down and keep engaging in these communities, Lego. Keep engaging.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Here's our next topic. Powered up. Is it powering down? So, this right here is a standard powered up motor. You connect it to a hub. You got a remote control you can use, or you have the if you have the app powered up, you can use the app. You can code. You can do all that stuff. Now, I was introduced to this particular brand during the first season of Lego Masters.
Yes, I remember.
Powered up, right?
Yeah.
And I was enamored by it. I said, you know what? I use motors in my classes. I think I could definitely do something like this. So I invested in some motors, some hubs, some remote controls, and some iPads to bring to students. And I love it.
Okay.
So recently, I was at the Lego store and I saw that there was a dramatic drop. I mean, these motors that cost $49.99 was cost like $16.
Oh.
And I was like, they usually don't put this on sale.
Right.
Unless, so I was talking to a few people, some people over in Denmark, some over here in the good US of A.
Okay.
It was saying the rumor is that Powered Up is getting powered down. They look to retire that entire brand, that entire line, because Spike has been kicking up, and they have their what was it? Lego Education, those sets as well. So it looks as though that they're transitioning into a different field when it comes to these types of motors. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of bummed about that because my students, they love it. But on the flip side, if they're going to be giving away these things for real cheap, you know what your boy's going to do. I'm going to rack up.
Absolutely. I think it's an opportunity. And here's the thing is that what people fail to realize is that, all things come to an end. All things. There's nothing that's always permanent, right? But here's the thing with Legos, that if they phase something out, it's that's because they have something more, better down the road, right? And they phase that out to bring in the new thing, right? So as Powered Up powers down, right? There's going to be something new, right? So I think that Power Up becomes analog technology, right? And you're going to find something where there's more like cutting edge digital, right? And like they said, they got the Spike, they got the Lego Education, right? And I'm familiar. And so there's something on the other side that hadn't been introduced yet that's about to happen. And once they get this line out the way. And here's the thing is that once you finally master something and then it dies out, it's like, oh man, like I'm a king at this. But here's what I like about Legos, that they introduce these new things so you can relearn stuff. You can learn stuff. You can learn new stuff. Because I feel like, and I say this to like when I'm at work and everything, a day that goes by that I haven't learned anything new is a day wasted.
Right.
And so Lego has reintroduced itself and reinvented itself to make sure that we're always learning something new.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's sad to go as a Lego master, man. Like, they threw these things at us on the first day. And here's the thing is that they sent these things home to us and say, hey, look, familiarize yourself with these. And at that point, it's like, man, like I'm looking at YouTube videos how to learn how to do this thing and stuff like that. And honestly, at that point, I was probably only 3 years into Lego at that point. And it was like, man, like, how do I even in that first challenge, bam, you're gonna make stuff move.
Make it work.
Make it work. Make it work.
Man,
make it make sense, right? Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, I can see this phasing out real soon, because like like I said, something new is down the line, where I don't know, maybe like notice like a lot of these power ups, unless you bought the required Technic set that it came with, right? You would have to actually purchase these solo. And even so, like if you bought the Technic set, you still would have to purchase these solo. And so maybe what they're going to do is, with this new technology that's probably getting ready to happen, is incorporated to you buy the set and it automatically comes with it, instead of purchasing it separately. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, the trains they had the powered up stuff. So so they had like the train, the actual train motor.
Yeah.
So those used to come in the trains that used to go around the track. So that they did have. You know what? As the saying goes, out with the old, in with the new.
All right. With that, you have the new Bricklink designer program. February comes out with the Fab 5. Not so fabulous. I don't feel it. And we'll talk about that. So they're coming with the Wild West train, which comes in at $279.99. They come in with the merchant boat, $149.99. They come in with the medieval seaside market at $29.99. And then also it is the siege encampment, $29.99. Friend, I think, I know I'm gonna get blasted for saying this, but I gotta say it, friend. I think the medieval period has gone back into the tomb, my friend. I feel like every Bricklink designer set that comes out is a medieval castle. It's a medieval something. Like even these sets here, other than the Wild West train, which looks like it could secretly be in this medieval period, you got the merchant boat, which is medieval. You got the medieval seaside market, and then the siege encampment, which is medieval. You see where I'm going here?
You know what? I'm looking at this stuff right now. It looks like those 4 sets could just be one big giant set. It looked like it could be one big giant set. And you know something? There was a big boom in the medieval stuff, right? And the yellow castle came back out.
Yeah.
Rivendell, that came out. What was it? Oh man, what was that one set? Everybody wanted that set. The blacksmith was
the blacksmith. The blacksmith. Yep.
Everybody wanted that set, and I think that sparked people's interest in that medieval time era again. Especially how they did the roofing, and I started seeing that everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going back in the tomb just yet. It's still interesting to people. People are still building that stuff. People still want that stuff. The Wild Wild West train, I like it. It kind of reminds me of what was it, Lone Ranger? The Lone Ranger.
Yep.
With Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is nicely done. Mm-hmm. But like you said, it looked like that could be a train that's just riding through medieval times, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going back. I don't think it's going back in the coffin anytime soon. I think that this is a huge renaissance, and people are in this era right now. So you're gonna have to hang out with it for a little bit.
I think that, like, and I get it, like, that's a good taste, but like, I think for the Bricklink designer program, and I get it, you're probably held to whatever is submitted, right?
Right.
Whatever projects are submitted, right? But
Mhm.
at the same time, it should be like, you should have, if it's five, if you're gonna release 5 things, have 5 different themes, right?
Right.
So it can't be medieval, a little bit of Western, medieval, right? Um, spread it out a little bit, right? Because I think when this designer program came out, there was so many ideas from the first few releases, and it was like you get a little bit of everything. And for this selection here, like you said, you could buy all 5 of these and put them on the table, and it looks like one big set.
I
Just,
guarantee,
give me some variety.
I guarantee you, the same person probably designed all 4 of these sets. They just got different usernames.
you know,
Or
I'm gonna make a little bit of money over here. I'm gonna make a little bit of money here, and I came to make a little bit of money over there. Like,
username in my email. Listen, man, I hear what you're saying as well.
yeah,
I mean, medieval. I like medieval. I'm not a huge fan of it as far as like building and the sets and everything.
yeah,
I'm a little worn out of it. I'm like, all right, I get it. How much more stories can you tell? That's kind of like with Harry Potter. Like they bring out Hogwarts every 3-4 years. I'm like, how much times we gonna build the same tan castle? And I know a lot of people, they hate it because of the fact that, yo, we could have been back in the era of castles and stuff like that, but we ain't in that era because why? You got Harry Potter with all the Hogwarts stuff. So I mean, let's move on, man. It's 2025.
yeah,
Let's go.
yeah. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, like, I ain't knocking down medieval. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking down. But for the Bricklink designer program, please have more variety. Like, do what you did the first few years. Like when Boone showed up with his fire engine. Hey, that part right there. You know, that part right there. Just have a little bit more variety than like this. So I don't know. They don't listen to us, Corey. So
They gonna get a whole another fleet just in reverse. So they ain't gonna listen to us, man. They don't care
nah,
about
you don't listen. And here's the thing: it's like, not to say that I don't support the Bricklink. I do, because I have sets that I bought. I have sets from that program that I bought,
Yeah.
and but I just need some more variety, man.
That's not too much.
This February set just didn't do it for me.
That's not too much to ask, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not. Yeah. Let's. What did I say? The last segment. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yes.
Something new out here.
Indeed. Man, Happy New Year to you. This is the first segment we did for this year, man. How's it going for you?
Listen, man. Very good, man. Last year ended rough. Me and my family. Most people know my sister passed away.
Sorry about that. Yep.
And it was rough, but we started the year off on a good note. Yesterday I came home and there was this big giant box in my house. Like it was big. It looked like an atomic bomb was in there. I even bumped up on it like, oh man, this is legit.
It came in it like a hard case, bro. I see that hard case.
So I mean, oh man, this thing here.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Yeah.
Why in the world does it have a red maple leaf on it, bro? Don't tell me.
I think
that's so un-American, bro.
Supposed to go to Steven.
You are a traitor to your country.
Somehow this got misdirected to me. So Steven, yo, if you're watching, I got you. I got this, man. If you want it, come through. But you know, this right here, it's validation, man. It's hard work, dedication.
Mm-hmm.
I might peel it. Then again, I might save it for the next episode.
Oh.
So y'all might have to tune in on the next episode.
Yeah.
Me crack this open. But then again, I mean, since we're here, I can.
Since we're here,
I could just unlock this a little bit.
I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna stop you.
Stop me. All right.
And well deserved, friend. Well deserved. And once you get that thing open, I'm gonna say what I want to say.
All right. With this last part here. Now I'm not gonna reveal all of it. You know what I mean? I want to do a proper.
Yeah, you gotta do a proper opening, man. Yep, you gotta do a proper opening.
I'm gonna tilt this down just a little. You can see.
Yeah. Do a proper unboxing. And in fact, I probably won't air this until you do your proper unboxing. I'm
just gonna peel a little bit.
What? Oh man, I'm so envy. I'm so jelly, man. That's the ice trophy, man. It belongs. I was trying hard, man, but Boone was in my way.
Listen, man. I've been mad. I'd have been mad too if Boone was in my season, man. Legs, man.
Boone destroyed everybody, bro. He was back with vengeance, man. He destroyed everybody.
Listen, man.
Every challenge he destroyed. I'm saying every challenge he destroyed everybody.
Listen, man. Feeling when I saw Aaron, I was like, oh dang.
Yeah, your heart dropped like, oh man, come on, man.
He was talking with Boone. He was, him and Boone was doing the Rocky. They were doing the Rocky segments. He was having him catch a picture. I was like, man, he ready, man. He ready.
Right. Yeah, man. To be on that Lego steroid.
Yeah, man. But you know what, man? Jersey is right next to Philadelphia, man. So you know what, man? I felt like Rocky.
You felt like Rocky, man. That's it, man.
Oh man, nobody saw me coming, man. They said, yeah, he could build, but he could win.
You gotta watch that southpaw, baby.
You gotta watch some southpaw, especially you know us, man. We'll hit you with the left, and we'll have some sand, and we'll just throw it in your face, man. Just when you're trying to dodge it, oh, you got it. Do
night. Yep, going night.
Yeah, man. So like
man. That's
trophy, man. Means everything to me, man. It's
and well deserved, man. But well deserved, man. And you deserve that crown, bro. Like, because here's the thing. And I'll put it out there. I don't care. And I say what I say, and I mean it. Like, even every Lego master who becomes the champion, right? Here's the thing. They don't take that title, they don't take that cup, and they don't give it back. They don't give back to their community, man. Every Lego master, and I can say for like, I don't know what happens in Australia. I don't know. I don't live over there. I don't know. And but in the US, every Lego master who won, I don't see them in their community, bro. I don't see them doing the things with kids that they, that they said in the beginning when they were like, hungry for the cup or trying to get the cup, that they, they said that they do. Once they got the cup, I don't see them going back to their high schools. I don't see them going back to these middle schools. I don't see them going back to their communities. But I see you.
I mean, we spoke about this off air. When I first jumped into this, I said if I ever win, it was always my goal to go back to the steps that I stepped, the places that I've been, and show them, yeah, you can make it out. You don't have to have the backing of certain people. You don't have to have a whole bunch of money to buy a whole bunch of sets so you can practice.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is just show up with your heart and show up with that dedication, and nobody's gonna be able to match that. Mm-hmm. Like right now, like tomorrow I'm going to Newark, and there's a conference for STEM educators in inner cities.
Okay.
It'll be one of the the people that's going to be talking. And sure enough, I'm going to be bringing this trophy with me. And I'm going to set that trophy up and I'm going to be like, hey, listen, you may have never watched the show, but as a kid, this is what I love to do. Mm-hmm. I got on this show. I failed the first time, failed the second time with a different show, came back on the third try, won the whole thing. Now I'm going to show you that you could do the same thing. Maybe not on the show, but you can make that impact in your community. And kids are going to look up and be like, man, I can do that. I don't have to be a basketball player. I don't have to be a rapper. I don't got to be a singer. I can do what I want to do. I want to be the greatest engineer on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can do that. Who's stopping you?
Nope, nothing at all, man. And I'm so happy that, like, you were able to break the ceiling, man. And even though, like, probably the producers on the show probably wanted to say it, but lack of decor and saying, hey, look, look, you're the first Black contestant to ever hoist the trophy in the Lego Masters history.
Yeah.
The first in the world. That's huge.
It's major.
And see, like, here's the thing. It's like, for other communities, right? All they have to do, and I heard this, all they have to do is wake up and represent them, and that's it. But with us, we don't represent you. You represent that elementary that you came from.
Right.
You represent your family, your father who represented his family, and those people from the Caribbean.
Right.
That it runs deep, man. It runs deep for us.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: if you were to squander this opportunity, they'll never look another Black person's way again. And that's the truth. That's the truth. As hurtful as that statement is, it's the truth. The moment that we mess up is the moment they'll never look our way ever again.
Yep. Absolutely. And we've seen it time and time and time again. One little mistake. Right? People make mistakes, but that one mistake, oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Robert Downey Jr. back in
there. You said it. See?
Okay, well, yeah, the optics. We can't to you. So
optics, right? Yeah. And that's it. It's just like you live life in our shoes. We live life by different rules, man. Like, because we can't play by the same rules because we're not them. Like, and we'll never be them. And we only could be as gracious for opportunities like this and say thank you, for looking at us.
Yeah.
Because we're here.
The most important thing, though, you said not to squander it.
Don't squander it. Yep. And I know, like, here's the thing. My eyes are closed because I know you're not.
Yeah. I can't.
I know you're not. You can't. I know you're not. Because you're going to do what you've been doing before you even got that cup. And after you got off that Lego Masters show the first time, you've been in the communities, you've been in these elementaries, you've been molding the youth for 5 years, bro. And then you come back to win this cup. And then you take that cup back to the communities that you've been preaching a good word to.
Yeah.
That's being a Lego master. You know what I mean? Not forget going to these conventions and all this, shine and stuff like that. It's, and so, like, I'm gonna tell you, like, and I'm saying this, Corey, because I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed to every Lego master that hoisted that cup, because I don't see you in your community doing the good things that this title, you got this title, use it, man. Like, use it. Like, go back to your community and give back. Like, I don't see that.
Right.
But I see you.
And you know something? I used to question that too, right? I used to be like, man, all this stuff I'm doing, how come I'm not seeing the eyes that's like watching? Or you saying, hey man, you're doing a great job, pat on the back. I only hear from a certain few. And I had to learn that lesson the hard way. And at the end of the day, I'm doing what I do, not just for me, not just for you, not just for everyone who looks like me. Because Lego Masters gave us an opportunity. They could have said, "Yeah, we don't want you on our first season. We don't want you on our second. We don't want you on our third." They could have said that to us. They didn't.
Yeah.
So I see that opportunity. I see that platform that they gave us, and I say, you know what? Y'all trusted me to be on this platform. I'm gonna help elevate the next generation. And it's sad to know that, you know, people who've been on the show, who got the cup, and they just said, I'm good with that.
Right.
Let me put that in my trophy case. Let me just go back to living my new life.
They go to convention to convention, and that's it, man. Like, you know, you don't see them doing community events. You don't see them doing like being into elementaries, you know, preaching or talking in elementaries and elevating the next generation.
Exactly.
Like I said, I don't see any of that, but I see you.
Oh, trust and believe, you're gonna get tired of me, because every event that I go to, every spot that I'm at in Jersey and New York, you're gonna see me, and you're gonna see my new shadow, and I'm gonna hold that thing up with pride. Like, yeah, I came in and I did this, and guess what, my man with the glasses? I was just like you.
Yeah.
Nobody picked me on their team. Nobody was hanging out with me because I wasn't part of the cool kids. I looked awkward and everything like that. But guess what? I grew up. I own my own business. A Lego master. I mastered Lego.
It's huge.
Do it.
And we just get you a sugar mama to get you to touch everything inside the Lego store. That me in there touching everything down. I mean, wax off, wax off.
You see this whole pick a brick wall? These things in boxes. I want it all. Hey, listen, man. You never know, man. I might. Hey, listen. If someone says, "Hey, I want to be your sugar mama," I just want to buy you sets. I gotta talk to some people first. I got to be that this is copacetic, and then you just buy me sets. That's it.
Take me shopping.
Nah, yo, they definitely gonna be like, yeah, we can't let no more of these. Those people in their head, yo, they go crazy. Oh man, you know what?
Oh man,
my father used to always tell me this, man. He said, Corey, you're humble. You're very humble, and that was like one of the things that my father always taught me is to be humble. You know, if you win, be humble. If you lose, be humble. You know, never let success go to your head, because the minute it goes to your head, you stop being humble. And I'm like, I always remember those lessons, man. So at the end of the day, man, yeah, I won, but guess what? At the end of the day, I'm still Corey.
Yeah.
So the same dude that you see, people still hit me up and they're like, thank you so much for taking the time just to look at my builds that I'm working on. Right. I'm like, yeah. Like, people call me up like, hey, I know you just won, but will you be able to come back to our school and get on the Zoom call again and see what the kids are working on? I say, yeah, absolutely. Tell me the date. You know, you ain't got to pay me for that. Tell me the date. I'll be available for you.
Right.
This doesn't change me, man. And you know, and it won't change me. If anything, it's going to bring more awareness. The fact that Black people can build too, and that's what it's all about sometimes.
Yeah, man, that's right. You know, I'm so ecstatic about like having this opportunity to actually. My sister works in the Camden public schools, and we got me and you got the invite to go there, and I'm so ecstatic to bring you along. And when you walk through that door and those kids light up, bro, it's man, look. It'll bring you to tears, man. Like those, when they see you, they're gonna light up, man. They're gonna light up, because when they saw me, they were ecstatic.
Yeah.
And then when they finally see you this year, you know, and they watch. Don't get me wrong, they watch that show, bro. They watch it.
Yeah.
So when they see you walk through that door, it's man, it's gonna bring me to tears, man, because you know we care about the kids. We do.
Absolutely.
Yep.
At the end of the day, man, we're trying to give them something that we didn't have growing up.
Yeah.
And it passes on to the next generation, man, until it becomes normal and not like, you know, out of the blue type of thing. So
For sure.
You know,
All right, folks, that's all we got for you. We get off the soapbox right quick. And man, let's see. Matter of fact, I'll be in New Jersey. I was supposed to be in New Mexico, but it got scragged because I got to go to work. But I get off one day, and so on that day I'm off, I did another deal. I'm actually going to be going to Manahawkin, New Jersey. Manahawkin, New Jersey. They opened up a BAM store there, friend.
Okay.
And so the guy reached out for me, and so I'll be in there on Saturday this weekend. So I get to return to Jersey. It's South Jersey, so that's where that's where I spend most of my youth in South Jersey.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll run into some local people that I know there, and maybe I don't, but
I might pop up. I might be just there. I might stay in line with.
Come on through. Like, come on through. You know, you can have a burger with your boy.
I'm gonna stand online like this.
Like they say Lego Masters. I got my Game Boy. Like they say Lego Masters. I dare you to go to the store. I'd pay you to go to.
Over it comes out, so I got some time, man. I got some time. I can build up to it.
Oh man, I'd pay you to go to the store and go live just to see it. Entertainment, man.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'll see, man. I'll see if I can get out there, man. That'll be pretty cool, man.
Oh yeah. All right, folks. That's all we got for you. We'll do better next time. Good night, America.